commitment to the future. The von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by TriOptimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
And a great day for Twitch.
This is Dr. Marie Delacroix of the UNN von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Here we go. Just 1 second, guys. I forgot to set this to set something outside of the stream. Okay, we're back in the game. So as you can see,
welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
by the way, there's a little bit of trivia for you guys. If you want to know why the main, well, the character that you heard, Marie Delacroix, why she pronounced her own name as Delacroix, it's because Ken Levine, who designed this game and who later on went to work on BioShock and a whole bunch of other cool stuff, isn't French and didn't speak French at the time, and didn't know that Delacroix in French would be Delacroix. So that's a French character, or a Canadian character, mispronouncing her own name. A little bit of trivia for you guys. The game itself is built on the Dark engine, which is the same engine that was used for Thief the Dark Project, which later became Thief Gold, and Thief 2 the Metal Age. This is I think those are the only three, let's say, officially published games using this engine, and this is using the same version of the engine as it was used in Thief 2 the Metal Age, and it's pretty much, let's say, on the same or a bit better level of visuals.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street level recruitment.
Here we go. And the game also has a unique visual style like any Dark Engine game, and I believe that it doesn't look as good as some of the modern games, of course, but I believe it does hold its sort of visual style for a long time. Alphador 7, if I'm not mistaken, or who said that? Let me see. The Racer CH. Take the basketball with you. Here's the basketball, but I can't seem to be able to pick it up. Oh, yep, picked it up. I can carry this basketball. I believe it has no actual purpose in the game except that there's a level later on in the game where we do actually get to go on a basketball court, and we can use it there. There's some nice people talking. Very Blade Runner-ish atmosphere, wouldn't you guys say? And TriOptimum always makes me think of RoboCop.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Let's go through the tutorial, guys, to help me get back into the groove of playing this game and actually give you guys
To pick up some basic skills you'll need to get by in the service, enter this Cyberlink booth. Inside, you'll learn the basic skills you'll need to get started.
to give you guys a feel for some of the stuff that we will see in the game.
Welcome, trainee. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now, let's try it out. Move the mouse. See how it changes where you look? That means you're in shoot mode. Hit the tab key. This puts you in use mode, where you can use your mouse to interact with items in the world. Open your primary MFD, or multifunction display, by clicking on the MFD button near the bottom of the screen. This display shows your strengths in various areas. When you're ready to continue, press the tab key to go back to shoot mode. Try changing between modes until you get the hang of it.
Yep.
Follow the red path along the ground to the next training station.
We see red path, blue path, red path. I got this.
Pick up items, center them on your screen, and right-click. This will automatically place that item into your inventory. To view your inventory, press the tab key. You can move items around your inventory by left-clicking and dragging them around. To drop an item, drag it from your inventory into the 3D view and release the mouse button.
In my opinion, this was revolutionary, guys. At the time when this was made, to have such a flawless sort of connection between, I believe in my opinion that only the Ultima games had this sort of level of interface to game interaction, especially Ultima 7 and the Underworld games.
In computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. All usable. To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. All usable items. The object before you is a med hypo. Pick it up and then press tab to go into use mode. Right-clicking on the med hypo will use it and restore some needed hit points. Your hit points are displayed by a bar in the lower left corner of your screen. Many objects in your inventory can be used by right-clicking on them.
Hey. I wonder if this has the same bug as some of the, as for example, Thief Deadly Shadows. It will give me one of these things. Right? If I wait. Will it spawn another? There we go. Nightwolf, no, the tutorial is not mandatory. You can skip both stages of the tutorial. Let's
see the crate in front of you? To search it, center it on your screen and right-click. If you are in use mode, simply move the pointer to the crate and right-click. To take an item from that container, simply left-click on it. This will automatically place that item in your inventory. To close the container window and return to shoot mode, press the tab key. One of the most important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and other useful information. Click on the disk icon near the bottom of your screen to bring up the PDA display. Currently, the contents of your PDA are empty. Now pick up the audio log in front of you. This message is coming from the audio log you just picked up. You can use your PDA at any time to play any audio log or email you've received. In the field, the PDA is also used for keeping track of your current mission objectives and obtaining help information.
Pretty cool.
Now it's time to learn about jumping and mantling. To jump, simply press the space bar. Some surfaces can be mantled onto by holding down the space bar. Mantling lets you pull yourself up to ledges and other high places in front of you. Give it a try.
There we go. And that was it.
You've done well. Remember, if you're unclear on any aspect of what you've just learned, you can repeat the training as often as you wish.
See, you've got basic training, which was optional. Advanced training, oh, I hate you, you'll see that later in the game, you know why. And you'll know why. And this is advanced training in which you can skip as well.
Provided here. Advanced training.
Alright, wannabe. If you want to learn the weapons, good to have you on board. Now we'll teach you how to handle a firearm. Pick up the pistol and the clip from the table. You can equip the weapon in one of two ways. Bring up your inventory and drag the pistol to your weapons equip slot near the right-hand side of your inventory. If that's too slow for you, you can use the hotkeys on the keyboard. Press 2. If the pistol was in your inventory, it will equip for you automatically. To lock and load the ammo clip, hit the R key or hit the reload button on the lower right corner of your screen. Once you've loaded the firearm, take a shot at the dummy robot by pressing your left mouse button when in shoot mode. Notice how its health bar gets shorter as you chip away at it. Some items need to be charged with energy before they can be used. Pick up the laser pistol. Now use the recharging station nearby. The recharge station will juice up all of your energy-based items. Weapons, batteries, you name it.
You can see there in the lower right corner, the energy just went from 0 to 150. And what's cool is, if you look at the game, when you fire a standard weapon, there's recoil, but when you fire an energy-based weapon, there's no recoil. Which is, you know, a pretty damn awesome thing to have.
Weapons are not fine wines. They do not get better with age. The colored dot on the lower right corner of the screen tells you what kind of shape your firearm is in. Green is good, red is bad. To fight the effects of wear and tear, a soldier with maintenance skill can use a maintenance tool to improve the condition of his weapon. Just pick up the tool, open your inventory, and drag the tool onto your pistol. Remember that maintenance tools are only good for a single use.
Yep.
Good work. Now you're ready for the Marines. Take a look at...
Inside, we'll teach you the basics of some technical skills you'll need in the Navy. Welcome. You'll notice when you're in... The object in front of you is a container of nanites. Nanites are consumed whenever you perform technical tasks, such as hacking or repairing. When you pick up the container of nanites, they do not go in your general inventory, but are instead displayed in use mode on the bottom left of your screen. Walk over to the keypad by the door and try out hack. Use the keypad by right-clicking on it. To the right of the number pad, you'll see an orange tab labeled Hack. Left-click on the tab. Text will appear indicating the difficulty of the hack and any bonuses that apply. Click on the Start button to begin hacking. You'll see a grid of nodes. Clicking on a node will either turn it bright or dark. To successfully hack, you must connect 3 bright nodes in a straight line. Beware the ice nodes with the red outlines. If one of these turns dark, you fail the hack, and you might break the item you're working on. You can use nanites to buy items from replicators.
Whoa,
to use a replicator, right-click on it. Then left-click on the item you wish to
Please make your
purchase.
selection.
The item you purchase will drop into the slot
Value
below.
wrap.
Make sure you pick up your purchases before you leave.
Please make your selection. Choosing value wrap. There. Please make your selection. Choosing value wrap.
I'm hoping I get to keep these. Yeah, Nightwolf, I played this around the time when it was actually released. It's because I fell in love with Thief that I sort of started without having the internet or anything, keeping an eye out for anything that came from the same developers. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug on my end, but this thing doesn't have any textures on it.
There. Choosing value wrap.
Yeah, let's keep that, but I'm hoping that the game will allow me to
You
keep
learn the
those.
basics of the technical skills. There are several other...
Inside, you will learn how to reach out with your mind. Do not let fear block your path.
This is the trickier part of the game for me. I've never used psi powers in this game. I've not played with psi
We've
powers.
provided you with a virtual interface, and the red bar at the lower left of your screen tells you how many psi points you have. Psi points symbolize the current ability to use your psi powers. Psi hypos replenish your psi points. Try using a psi hypo and watch your psi points increase. When you've reached your maximum in psi points, move to the next station.
Yeah, we don't get to keep this thing, so there's no point in trying to cheat. Let's equip this.
This psi amp amplifies your psi powers and lets you project them into the real world. To equip it, pick it up, and then hit the tilde key. Firing the psi amp activates your currently selected psi discipline. You currently have access to 2 disciplines, cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode and click on the arrows on the bottom right of the screen. This will cycle through your available psi disciplines.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Later, clicking on the arrows above the number to the left will allow you to select psi disciplines from higher tiers. Use cryokinesis to destroy the robot, and kinetic redirection to pull that nanite container towards you. Be careful. Holding down the mouse button can augment the power, but holding it down for too long will cause burnout, which will damage you.
Which
if
I
you
just
run
did.
out of psi points, use another psi hypo.
Use the Force, Luke. Use the Force. Yep.
Mastery of the mind is a slow but rewarding process. Return to this area if you need more guidance.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back.
Okay.
The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings.
Okay,
Good luck.
guys, make a choice, guys. What would you like to see? Navy, OSA, or Marines? I usually go for, like, Marines is weapon-based. I go for Navy because that allows me to get some tech stuff. That's how I read things online. And OSA is essentially all psi powers all the time. I haven't really played with psi powers all that much, so I'm not really comfortable with that 100%. Navy is what I chose for. I'd go for. Okay, votes are going Navy. Slider! Marines? Not really sure Marines is a choice. Nightwolf says Marines as well, but Marines is only gun-based. Yeah, let's go Navy, because there's it's sort of a mixture. This is sort of an interesting thing. This game is an RPG, but it's trying to disguise the RPG elements to make it more accessible to people who don't actually play RPGs. This is your character creation, essentially. So this is where you start building the class that you're going to play. Let's go with Navy. Hello there. Hello. Don't you want to say hello, dude? Can I? Hello. Hey. Hi. There. How are you doing? Okay, and this is where you choose your skills, essentially.
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor. It looks like you've picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island. Now it's time for your tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. In this man's Navy, you're given a choice of 3 different postings a year.
In the
It's up to you
Navy.
to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely. Just approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting. If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment.
Wanna dance, buddy? Hey! You there? What you doing? Man, these people want to talk to me. It was this way. Nothing. Damn it. Yeah, I'm already showing signs of being space cuckoo. Ooh, is there anything in here? Nope. Okay, so UNN Lucille, maybe named after Lucille Ball? Who knows? If we choose this one,
The UNN Lucille is looking for volunteers for their military police detachment. Those sailors can get pretty rowdy on these year-long cruises, so you better not be afraid of a tussle.
come on, show me that again.
The UNN
We gain
Lucille is looking for volunteers for their military police
+1
detachment.
modify and +1
Those sailors can
strength.
get pretty rowdy on these year-long cruises, so you better not be afraid of a tussle. The UNN Lucille is looking for an engineer's mate to help maintain the ship's core energy systems. There's some heavy lifting involved, sailor, but you'll learn your way around the high-tech equipment.
This gives us 1 repair and 1 strength, and this.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and data control systems. You'll get your feet wet with the high-tech systems, but also expect some heavy lifting.
This gives us hack, which is what we want. Okay, we got 1 hack and 1 strength. Your tour of duty aboard the UNN Lucille has concluded. You've spent a productive year. Captain Mayer was pleased with your work, especially with the initiative you showed in physical training. A friendly ensign showed you some back doors into the ship's primary data loop, and you spent your time off pumping good old-fashioned iron. Yeah, man, going to the gym like a boss. And we're back here. Hello. We have a choice to make now. Again, same sort of situation. You get to choose.
Laverne, Florida hosts the Navy's premier tactical training school. While maybe not as respected as the Marines' facility at Fort Bush, there's a lot to be learned here.
Fort Bush. Standard weapons.
The UNN Pierce is ferrying liberated political prisoners back home from their detention near Saturn. The Pierce has been assigned a detachment of Marines and needs sailors to load, administer, and maintain the arms on board the ship.
What was this? Come on. +1 maintenance.
Pierce is
and +2 cyber affinity.
Is undertaking a mission to examine a newly discovered Class B comet approaching the outer solar system. You'll likely pick up some useful skills working with the high-tech navigation systems aboard this newly commissioned heavy cruiser.
Let's go with cyber affinity. Maintenance and repair, we can get some tools for that, but this would actually come in handy, I think. Your tour of duty aboard the UNN Carfax has concluded. It was a good year for you, but not a great one for the Carfax. After taking a surprise hit from a small meteorite that separated from the larger mass, the Carfax was forced to limp home with 123 casualties, including the chief navigation officer. You stepped in and filled his shoes, and by the end of the year, you became quite skilled in the neuronav interface. You've gained +2 cybernetic affinity. And I think this is what Hive Showdown was talking about. Yep, there we go. Hey, Macarena. Yep, this was what Hive Showdown was mentioning as a Easter egg. Unfortunately, there's no music, which is... Yep, I think that was it, huh? Nope, he keeps on going. Look at that thing. Do the robot, yeah, baby. Yeah, man, Easter eggs in old school games. Yamamoto 0G training gives us...
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor to undertake some amount of 0G training. A year at the Yamamoto space station in Earth's orbit will more than suffice.
Agility.
The Navy maintains a survival training school on the surface of Io, the third moon of Jupiter. Pros, there's no better way to improve stamina and survival skills. Cons, the 21.2% mortality rate. The Navy's Marie Curie research facility on Aquinas 4 is currently conducting research on a new strain of spaceborne virus that killed 220,000 citizens of New Atlanta. To lift the quarantine, we must determine how the virus pierced the city's micronanite shielding.
I'm going to go with agility.
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor to undertake some amount of 0G training.
Agility kind of gives you speed, and you kind of need that at the beginning when you're using melee weapons, if I remember correctly. Okay, 0G gave us your tour of duty at the Yamamoto station has concluded. You certainly weren't prepared for the events of this year. Captain Willets has... Willets, maybe that's a reference to id Software. Tim Willets, I don't know if he was working there back... yeah, I think he was. He's been working there since Doom, or Quake, I think. Was never popular with his men, but you never expected half the crew to mutiny. The thought... maybe that's a reference to what happened when... Maybe that's a reference to what happened when people left id Software to... Romero left Software to form Ironstorm. And I have no info on that, I'm just guessing. The thought they spent regaining control of the ship with the captain lent you a grace and agility you never knew you were capable of. You gain +2 agility. Here we go. Protocol Tango. From Captain William Bedford Diego. This reminds me of Alien, which is on purpose, by the way. Soldier, your application to join the crew of the Rickenbacker has been approved. Report a shuttle Mayfair at Port Francisco at 0400 on the 1st of September 14. Get ready to become part of history, if I think I remember correctly.
For landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
5 months later, UNN Von Braun near Tau Ceti V. Remember Wrath of Khan? I think that's where Khan was initially left, wasn't that? Tau Ceti V, then exploded. No, he was on 6 or something like that. Alpha Door 7, as far as I know, he is. I think Captain Diego is related to Edward Diego.
Reinitializing memory streams. Restoring patient memory.
Yeah, memories enabled. Ceti Alpha 5. Yeah, I always get that. Yeah. But at least there's a connection there.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the computer ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong.
Indeed it has.
Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.